I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice on this one. Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing alright in this new year despite everything burning all around us. So, what am I gonna talk about today? Well, originally I had something planned, but something unexpected happened during the holiday season that led me to reconsider and save that subject for a later date. I know I'm not the only one who experiences this, especially during one of the busiest seasons of the year, but I have always been told as a kid to use creativity as an outlet for my emotions. And this is how I'm going to do it through storytime format. So, where should I begin with this story? Well, it all started when I was buying plane tickets to see my dad and brother. Two airlines were planning to take me to and from Georgia. Those two airlines are Spirit, which I had previous experience, and the other being the subject of today's video, which you can probably guess by the title. Frontier Airlines. Now, to give myself some credit, I was not aware of the infamy surrounding this airline. My only experience with them was, ironically enough, a return trip to Georgia a few years ago, and it's usually my stepmom's go-to airline according to my dad. I would question her decision making more, but I stopped questioning that whooping years ago. So I bought my ticket, Spirit flew me down to Texas, and fast forward to December 30th, the day of my scheduled flight back to Georgia. My visit went alright, considering I spent 75% of it sick and in bed, but I still had a nice time and was ready to go home. That's when the trouble started, because not even 2 minutes after getting past TSA and sitting near my gate, I received a notification saying that my flight back to Georgia had been cancelled. I had a feeling this was going to happen since my flight was scheduled in the morning and there were freeze warnings for that morning. But it's fine, I could just rebook my flight. Yeah, I had to choose a one-stop flight because all the non-stop flights were taken, but at least I'll be home by New Year's Eve and still have time to do my errands. That was probably one of the biggest copiums I gave myself because just a few hours before my new flight, I got an email informing me that my flight from Texas to Philadelphia was delayed by an hour. Boy, that sounds like a good sign. I was honestly surprised that the flight to Philadelphia went okay considering everything, but surely that's the end, right? Surely there's nothing else that could happen, right? 2 seconds after I landed in Philadelphia and turned off airplane mode. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What Eugene Krabs level of cheapness is this? Is the fuel so weak that even the smallest snowflake will cause it to kill over and die? I'm generally wondering what was the cause of the cancellation, because if it were weather related, they should have looked at the weather ahead of time. And if it were pilot related, then damn, that's kind of embarrassing that you're so bottom level tier that you couldn't afford to keep several pilots to fly your own planes. And the cherry on top of all of this is that Frontier tried to compensate me by sending me a $100 voucher for their flights. Hell no! You potentially could have left me stranded in another state. Why would I trust any of that? Fuck you, Frontier! I am never flying with you ever again! Some of you are probably looking at this and saying, sure, it looks bad, but you can always rebook. I wish. Keep in mind that this happened on New Year's Eve at 2 in the morning. I tried to do it myself, but for some reason it didn't work. And when I called customer service, well, to the phone operator's credit, they also tried on their end to book me on an afternoon flight, but they couldn't do anything sadly and suggest talking to the customer service at the airport itself to see if they could help me. Spoiler alert, they couldn't do jack shit, although there was one hilarious moment where a lady in front of me as she was leaving customer service telling those who were flying to Atlanta to not even bother and that she was doing everyone a favor, with the front desk announcing the unfortunate news seconds later as if they were embarrassed. Despite everything that has happened so far, I had one more option that I could try to get home. Southwest Airlines. My dad suggested this one to me after the first time my flight got canceled, and man, this airline single-handedly saved my ass. I don't even care if I'm glazing. They had an afternoon flight that could take me to Georgia around 9 p.m. and at half the price that other airlines charged, which was around half a grand at the time. And you want to know how many problems I had with Southwest? Absolutely none. Granted, there were a few moments where the attendant explained that they had a capacity limited policy and could potentially kick you off the plane, and the plane taking a while to take off because they were still loading up luggage, which caused my anxiety to shoot up again. But that was about it. And finally, the plane landed in Georgia, and I spent my New Year's Eve at home, late at night, munching on McDonald's nuggets, which is not a bad way to spend my New Year's Eve. But at least I'm back here in Georgia. I got my refund a few weeks later. And what did I learn today? To never fly with Frontier again for as long as I live. And Southwest is my new go-to airline, at least when it comes to domestic flights. Thanks to everyone who tuned in to this short video. For my regular viewers, the next video is currently being worked on by the time this video comes out, so be on the lookout for any updated posts in the coming weeks. And to those who are new here and are curious to see what my new video will be about, well, how about you subscribe to my channel to see what I'll cook up. So, until then, thanks for watching everyone. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for more of my manga related content. I hope you have a decent day and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Take a deep breath,